I think what it comes down to is that, for months and months and months, Trump has fucking downplayed the virus and then holding these giant fucking rallies with people fucking coughing into each other's mouths, never wearing a mask, fucking making fun of people for wearing masks, then making fun of Biden on stage for wearing a mask. And it's just like, well, it looks like the guy who was wearing a mask all the time didn't get it, and you did, asshole. So I mean, it just that is textbook ownage right there. I mean, he said one thing, and his own behavior led him to the worst possible outcome of what everyone was just over and over again trying to get him to hey, are you going to wear a mask now? Could you try to take social distancing seriously at your rallies? And what does he say? He's like, no, we're having the rallies because I have more enthusiasm than anyone else in the world. Herman Cain died at one of his fucking rallies because of that shit.
That was
he fucking died.
His account is still up, being posted by a ghost, presumably, and they've been cheering him on in the hospital, going oh, the president's doing better. When there were posts in that exact same account about Herman getting better.
Yeah, yes. And by the way, it took Herman Cain 20 or 30 days to die. 40
it was
days.
39 days.
And then right up the last week.
That's why I'm saying he
Herman's
over
feeling
right
better
after Election Day.
Yeah.
Possible outcome.
It is literally the date, the timing is insane. I thought it was going to be awful. It's now fun. There's now a death watch.
No, it's definitely
got a Deadpool going.
After that debate, it was very much oh man, if I have to pay attention to this, it's gonna just be having a cage over my head filled with rats. But then this happened, and it was just the fucking clouds parted.
Yeah, no,
that debate was probably the most depressed I've been during lockdown.
Yes,
I felt awful the day after. I was just pissed off. One of the worst moods I've been in this year, even with lockdown and everything. It was just profoundly depressing, and this was a nice plague from God.
Yeah, Felix, I know exactly what you mean. That debate left me so fucking hollowed out inside, just so disgusted, and I was just sick of talking about politics. I didn't want to cover this stupid election. I was just so bored with talking about this shit because I had resigned myself inside that nothing good is ever going to happen again. And this is just what we're stuck with, that it just gets gradually worse and worse forever until we're all
Yes.
And then something like this happens and I'm just still got the juice, still interested in it.
Yeah. No,
still love it, baby.
Yeah.
Politics is back,
There are possibilities.
Exactly.
Possibilities exist again.
The horizon of possibility. The door has just wedged open just a crack. And in it, through the door, the grim hand of the Reaper touching Trump's shoulder. And he's
the grimmest hand touches the grimmest hand.
I would have thought that they would have just tried to hide it.
They did.
Just be
he had it at the debate, apparently. And he had it, amazingly, he had it and had tested positive for it. And this is how you know that Trump is the far end of the suicidal death drive of, capitalism, embodied in one person. He not only went to a rally full of his hooting dipshits in Ohio and threw his hat into it, hey, would you have a smallpox blanket? But then he went to Bedminster in New Jersey and he had a buffet lunch with a bunch of $250,000 donors. Those are literally the only people who matter in the entire Republican coalition, and he's coughing Corona on them, knowing it.
Awesome, just awesome.